Welcome to Behind the Launch. My name is Peter, and today we are sitting down with Mark Bishop to talk about a new interesting method on how to sell affiliate products without actually promoting them. Now, that doesn't sound a bit cryptic, but we'll get into that in a second. This show is all about doing honest interviews with successful online entrepreneurs, discussing business opportunities, and making money online. So if you are interested in this space, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, making sure you don't miss any episodes. If you guys enjoy the show and the content we provide, please hit that like button to let us know, and also share the video, which will really help us grow. Feel free to start a conversation in the comment section down below to keep this interactive. Now let's get right to it. Hey Mark, and welcome to the show.
Hello Peter, how are you?
No, fine, thanks to you.
Cool, thanks for having me on. This is a first for me. We've not spoken before.
We have not, and yeah, thanks for making the time to join us here today.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure to have you on the show. And today we're actually going to talk about a new product you guys are bringing out called BLOX. But before we get into that, can you maybe just give us a little background about yourself in the internet marketing space?
By me, I'm sure everybody's heard it before a million times, Peter. But I used to be a plumber, so basically a construction worker here in the UK, and that's pretty much what I did for most of my life. Always wanted to sort of do something better, work for myself, but I was never academic, so I kind of ended up working with my hands. But making money online, it just blew me away. The idea that you could, you could put a website up, or you could post a link or something like that, and then you could make money from it. And pretty much, from that point onwards, I was obsessed with it. But perhaps like everybody else watching this right now, I kind of failed dismally time and time again because, the reality is like, people tell you this and they tell you that, and it's something that may work for them, or they may not be giving away the whole method, or it might be some loophole that gets closed down. I pretty much got it wrong for a couple of years, and the only thing that did work for me back in the day was niche marketing. I kind of fell into that, really. It was more luck than judgment, but I remember starting to do it, and I was using Google AdWords at the time. And I built this website, and it wasn't great, but it must have resonated somewhere along the line with the people that were interested in that particular niche, and it started making me money. And I can remember, making my first $100 in the space of 2 or 3 hours, just sat there watching telly, and I checked, and I'd made almost $100 in commission, and I was just blown away. And from that point onwards, I just kind of scaled. I knew that it worked. I just kind of proven to myself that it worked, and I just built from there. It's been a bumpy road, and we've kind of scaled up, and sky's the limit when you actually work at it. I mean, once I started treating it as a real business, which I did, and from that point onwards, I did very well.
Okay.
Today, this is what I do for a living.
And how long have you been doing this? Unsuccessful and successfully.
Well, successfully, I've been doing it since 2004. Actually, November 2013 was my first real product, but that was kind of in the IM niche. Before that, I simply did niche marketing, and I was good at that. I was successful at that for a couple of years prior to breaking into the IM scene. Okay. So it's been a while.
Oh, cool. Interesting story. So, Mark, let's dive into BLOX.
Okay.
Like I say, I'm pretty intrigued with this method and the way you guys are doing things. Yeah. Take us into it. What is it all about?
Well, BLOX is basically I'll give you the short hypey answer first. It's a way of generating income from affiliate products without actually promoting them. Now that sounds very cryptic, so I'll kind of explain what I mean by that is. So, from my own point of view, being in the business that we're in, it means that I launch products, I promote products, I make a great deal of my income from promoting affiliate products. But I got to a point where, every day or every other day, I was promoting a product and I was saying, this is great, you should get this. And then the following day, I was saying, this is great, you should get this. And then one day it just struck me, well, if this product's great, how can this one be great? And why should they buy this one? And it just became a little bit silly. Mm-hmm. So what I decided to do was, instead of doing that, what I would do is I'd just concentrate on my own stuff. And I'd use that as kind of leverage. So essentially what BLOX does is you'll need a blog. So anybody watching this, you're going to need a blog. It needs to be self-hosted. I use WordPress, but it needs to be a self-hosted blog that you control. And what I do is I build pre-sale posts. So these are pre-sale posts that they don't actually pre-sell affiliate offers. They don't, you don't even mention affiliate offers. I'm not promoting affiliate offers anymore. What I do is I pre-sell something that I call a magnet. Now, what a magnet is, it could be a product, it could be a PDF, it could be a video, it could be pretty much anything. But all the work takes place in the post. Mm-hmm. So you work harder than the post. It's a great pre-sale. You get the engagement up, you get the traffic to that pre-sale, and by the time everybody that's landed on your pre-sale page, which is essentially just a blog post, everybody that lands on there, by the time they get to the end of it, they're going to want that magnet. Not everybody, obviously, but a lot of people. Yeah. And what they have to do then is click a button, and it takes them over to what I call a details page. You might want to call it a secret page. But essentially on that secret page, what you can do there is you tell them a little bit more about the magnet that you're giving away. And then you're saying, well, look, I'm not going to just give it to you. I'm not just going to give you this product. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to purchase a product, okay? And that's where your affiliate link goes. So you can essentially promote or generate income from any affiliate product by just putting a link on that page. So I guess there's a play on words. I mean, we are still promoting affiliate products, but we're not actually promoting them, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. All the promotion goes into your own pre-sale post. Now, there's also a byproduct of this is the fact that each time you do this, you're actually building your blog. You're building authority in your blog. And these posts, not all of them, but many of them start to rank as well. So you get organic traffic as well. I mean, I've proven this time and time again with many of my posts. Of course, It's easier for me because, I have lists, I have traffic sources, but that's not to say that anybody can't do this. Obviously, people starting off doing this, using this system, they won't make as much money as I do. Not initially. But it's a compound effect. So the more you do this, the more your authority will grow, the more you'll be able to generate income from pretty much any affiliate product.
Okay. So it's essentially flipping the promotional...
It's kind of a reverse bonus thing, if you like, but bonuses are kind of flippant. They're throwaway, aren't you? You've probably, I'm sure a lot of your viewers right now, they've got a ton of emails hitting their inbox every day, and there's $20,000 worth of bonuses. Well, we all know that that's crap, mm-hmm. And there's no value to any of those bonuses. Yep. But you could take one of those bonuses, so one product, whatever it may be, and you could go to town on that. And really what you're doing is you're basically selling that product. People want that product. They don't give a damn about the affiliate product that you're asking them to buy. They want what you're pre-selling. And because you can control it, and one post, it can be used over and over and over again. I mean, I've been doing this since November 2017. This is something that I genuinely do. It's something I developed for myself because I didn't want to be, telling people to buy this product and that product and that product day after day after day, because it was just becoming silly. So I came up with this system, and it just, it blew me away, the simplicity of it and the impact that it could have. In terms of conversions, for example, most people's conversion, or they're probably converting affiliate products at, below 10% for me, it's an average of 20 to 30%.
Okay.
So it makes a world of difference. And even if you're just starting off, what you're doing here is generating income in the short term, but you're also building an evergreen business.
Yeah.
And because all of your posts, they're not about specific affiliate offers, because we all know that a product will get launched, it'll be popular for a couple of weeks, and then in a month's time it's gone. Yeah. So all the hard work that you put into pre-selling that product is wasted. Whereas with this, you can control the product that you're pre-selling, so it's always relevant. You can always use it.
Okay, so I mean, like you say, you're not promoting affiliate products. You're just putting that link. But I mean, just to put that in perspective, so you're not doing review videos, all that stuff for launches, which, like you say, is only really valid for that launch week. And then,
absolutely.
And then all that work is worth nothing.
Yes.
And you're more actually doing a review on your own on the magnet, your bonuses or your carrot that you provide.
It's a carrot and a stick, yes.
Building the value around that, and then,
yes,
like you say, just if you want this, go pick up this product and get this automatically.
Absolutely.
And that product in the background you can keep changing, but your posts and all that's basically stays the same.
Yes, it stays the same all the time. I mean, it makes the whole process so much easier. You drive traffic to those posts. I mean, the more you do this, you'll start to have more and more posts, and you can kind of alternate them. But they become residual. They become evergreen. It's just a great way of doing it.
And so one thing that comes to mind. So obviously, like I say, anyone can do this and anyone can start with this. You just need hosting and a website so to create these blogs. And essentially, this initially you won't have a list at the beginning. So obviously you build these pages, you get the traffic to that, which you cover in the training as well, but we'll get to that in a second. And then as people start buying the products to get your lead magnet, obviously then they get on your sales page.
Yep.
So then number one, you can't really promote the same lead magnet again to them, but then you can promote other lead magnets to them.
Absolutely.
And basically build that out.
Yeah. I mean, this to me, it was about building an evergreen business as well, Peter. I wanted to, combine the fact that I was promoting products with something of longevity, if you like, because the work that you put into a good promotion in order to make good commission, it can take you a day in some cases, and that's a day that may allow you, I mean, I'm talking about my own personal experience here, that's a day that might allow me to make $1,000, for example. And to many people watching this, they might think, wow, that's great, $1,000 in a day. But it's hard work. I mean, if you work in a day job, you might think, well, he's taking the mick. But if you can do something that you put that work in, so it still might take you a day, but instead of the returns coming over say 2 or 3 days and that's it, those returns can keep coming. It's not something that's ever going to go away. I mean, in many cases, you can use these for years. I mean, sometimes the relevancy or the way something works or the interest in that particular magnet may not be there, but it's better to do this than it is to just simply promote affiliate product after affiliate product.
Yeah.
Something that I'll also mention here is the fact that a lot of people will find it difficult to get approved over at JVZoo and Warrior Plus nowadays. It's got harder and harder. So I've also covered a way of getting approved on a platform. So if you're just starting out, you don't have any stats, then you can get instant approval. So you can definitely start doing this.
Okay. One thing that comes to mind, if you do this, this pre-sale of your magnets, is there anything you put in there as well to maybe convince people to, well, number one, you tell them to buy this product, you'll get my magnet. Is there something you put in there as well that says if you buy the upsell for that product, you'll also get another thing? Or don't you really go that far?
I don't really use a funnel process with this. I mean, what I'll do is I'll take you over to one in a moment. Essentially, it's just a good post. So if you can get results with something, then that's great. I mean, a lot of mine are results based. You can see some earnings and people are inspired by that. But again, if you're just starting off, you're not going to have that sort of thing. It could just be you could just go over and you could buy PLR to a plugin, for example, and then you could sell people on the benefits of that. So take, for example, there's loads of plugins, there's loads of training courses launched all the time, and you can buy PLR to a load of these, and a sales page is designed to sell something to a prospect. But what you can do is you can kind of design your post, your pre-sale post, much like you do with a sales page. So it has those different points, and it's all covered inside of BLOX anyway. But yeah, I mean, if you structure it a lot like a sales page, and then at the end of the day, basically you're saying, well, look, I'm not charging for this. Would you like a copy of this? I'm not charging for this. If you would, click this button. So people, they've kind of entered like a micro commitment just by spending the time reading that post, and they've got to the end, and you convinced some people that they want to see what the whole story is. They want access to this plugin, or they want access to that training, and they click that button. They go over to your secret page, and there you convert a good proportion of those into commissions.
Yeah. Okay. Mark, before we go into the example. The question, so you've got your blog post now ready, promoting that lead magnet. So once that's ready, now the next question is, how do you get traffic to that? So what kind of traffic, and is it anything to do with ranking your blog posts and SEO and all that stuff?
Okay, good question. Well, BLOX again is something that it's kind of evergreen, if you like. So you're building a business at the same time, and therefore pretty much any traffic source is going to work. So if you have a list, and many people watching this right now won't have a list, you can use that. It's perfect. You can send your list to your blog posts rather than to an affiliate promotion. And another great thing about doing that is the fact that your spam scores go right down, because you're not selling anything, you're just sending people over to your blog post. So that's great if you've got a list, but again, most people won't have a list. So what I've done is I've collected up a number of traffic sources that I use, and some of those are free, some of them are paid. There's one in there if you want instant gratification. There's one in there, it's going to cost you 4 cents, or around about 4 cents per click. So, well, I should say 4 cents per view. Now, I know an awful lot of people launch these things, and it may work for me, might not work for you. So what I did was I actually had 2 people test it for me. So, during testing, one of the guys, he got it down to 2 cents per view. The other guy, he got it down to 4 cents. So what I've done is I've just put it at the higher end. So under 5 cents per click to send targeted traffic.
Okay, and then
but there's a whole bunch of methods in there. Most of them free, but if you're looking for that instant gratification, then go for that one.
Okay, and then from the SEO perspective, to do ranking, all that stuff, is anything like that covered?
Well, I mean, that what I've done is I've detailed that, but I call this a byproduct. So what happens is, because your pre-sale post is so good, you're getting that engagement up, you're sending traffic to it. What happens is you'll start to actually rank. So if you've got your keywords right, and I mean, I can show you this in a moment as well. You got your keywords right in your post, it's unique content most of the time. And then those posts, some of them, not all of them, but some of them will start to rank as well. So you'll get organic traffic. So again, you're building a genuine evergreen business. So you'll get traffic organically as well.
Okay. Cool, Mark. I think let's get to the actual example. Show us what this is all about, and I mean what basically you teach within BLOX.
Can you see my blog there, Peter?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay, so you can see it's a pretty standard blog, and there is really nothing technical about this, but I'll just show you one of my posts. And let me show you the first one I ever did. So you can see here that November the 10th, 2017. So basically, I mean, a lot of people are thinking, well, you know, I've got to come up with something absolutely amazing in order to do this. Basically, this was I'm not sure if it was 2 or 3 pages. It was a really, you know, nasty looking PDF. There was nothing great about it, but it was a simple little method that I'd used, and I've been telling people about it, you know, on my blog once or twice, and they were so interested in this because, you know, I put the results in here that I decided to use it as, you know, kind of a bonus, but I didn't want to do the typical bonus route. So, you know, I pre-sold it here, and then obviously I had the button here, you know, do you want this? I'm not charging for it. They click on there, they go over to the secrets page, and obviously I've been able to use this one post. Bearing in mind this was from November 2017, I've been able to use this post on probably 10 occasions. This post here has probably made me over $5,000 in affiliate commission. So, okay. You know, from you know, 2 or 3 page PDF. Yeah. It's just simply the perception. So you can see the engagement. I've got the engagement up again. This is explained inside of BLOX, but the engagement there is 155. Building engagement also. Just drag this down, so you can see the comments on this one. 155 comments. Okay. Doing this also helps you rank organically. Nice. Believe it or not. Let me just see. I've got a couple of pages here. So that particular post there. So I'm not logged in here, so this is not cached or anything like that. So you can Google it for yourself if you want. So ClickBank affiliate marketing trick. You can see there 786,000 results, and you can see that I'm, what's that, 1, 2, 3, number 4 on page 1. Just there you are. Okay.
And I mean that post is still making you money on a evergreen basis.
Yes. I mean, this particular one. Let me just go back over it. So some I will leave open all the time. Mm-hmm. Some I will open and close, and this allows me to build anticipation, if you like, you know, because people are commenting, you know, almost daily, and they want this, but they can see it's closed, and we all know that, you know, you want something that you can't actually have that much more. So, you know, opening and closing posts, I do that quite a lot. So I can use this one, I can open it up again. It's just a case of, you know, flicking the switch on there. People can get access to this again, and I can promote pretty much any product that I want.
Okay, so this PDF seems like a case study that you've done, and you've put that into PDF and showing the proof. Is there any other examples of other stuff that you can
pretty much use anything, Peter. I mean, it can be anything at all. It's all about the perception. So it's how you structure your actual post. Mm-hmm. So the post, that's really where all the work goes into it. And, you know, again, it's all explained inside of BLOX, the structure. But, you know, get that right, get the engagement up, and you can use these posts over and over again. And the magnet, it can be anything at all. It could be a nasty looking 1-page PDF. It doesn't matter. It could be PLR. It could be pretty much anything, Peter. It's just about getting the perception right in the post. If you can do that, then, you know, you send traffic over to that post. Some people are going to connect with that post. They're going to want the whole story. They're going to want that plug-in, or they're going to want that video. Doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. That's really not where the point is. It's all about building perceived value from your post and getting the engagement up.
Okay.
So this one here, when did I post? So January 23rd. Again, I've used this one several times. and you can see 99 comments on there. Now let me take you over, because I used this one a couple of days ago. I'm not sure if it's still open actually. Bear with me a second.
No problem.
Okay, so yeah, I haven't actually closed this one yet, so I'll click on here. So straight over to, actually I've messed this one up because I was making a video earlier. But essentially, you can see what it is there. Discard that below there because that shouldn't be there. But basically, your pre-sale, or sorry, your secret page is here. So you've got a couple of links on there. And then if they click any of those, obviously you get a commission. But the point is, you pre-sold them in this post. Now, let me just go over here. So what I did was, it was St. Patrick's Day on Saturday, so I did promos, or I generated income from a couple of colleagues, both Irish. So the first one was Declan, and I promoted his product, which is called Affiliate Psycho. So he was in partnership with Lee Murray, I think.
Nice.
And you can see there on one day, so the 16th to the 17th, you can see there's $386.31, and I think if I just wait for this to load. Sometimes it's a little bit slow when Skype's running, but
yeah. And I mean, that's all traffic from the blog.
Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty much all I do now, Peter. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still send out promotions from time to time, but I find doing it this way frees up an awful lot of my time. The whole process is far more ethical because, you know, I'm not saying buy this product today and buy another one tomorrow. What I am saying is, you know, this is my post, you know. If you like the idea of it, if you'd like to get hold of that magnet, whatever it may be, then you're going to need to purchase this or whatever it may be.
Okay,
So,
and what you're also saying that the back-end product, does that necessarily have to tie in with your magnet? Or have some correlation?
well, what I tend to do is everything starts with the magnet. Okay, so you get the magnet and then you build your post around that magnet. So yeah, your pre-sale post is pre-selling your magnet, and that's a connection. So everything is about the magnet, everything is about the pre-selling the magnet. And then I think what you're saying is, does it matter what the affiliate product is that they have to buy? Is that correct?
Yeah, if it's...
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any difference,
Yeah.
because people are only really buying that affiliate product in order to get your magnet. So the value is placed around your magnet. So you're pre-selling and you're building perceived value in your magnet, and that's all you're concerned with. It doesn't matter what the affiliate product is that you're asking them to purchase. Makes no difference whatsoever. The only connection really should be pricing, really. You know, I mean, if you're giving away something with, you know, not a huge perceived value, but, you know, something that people will be interested in, and then asking them to buy a $500 affiliate product, that isn't going to work, you know. But as long as you have the connection with pricing, it doesn't matter what product it is you're asking them to buy. They're simply purchasing in order to get your magnet. So you can see on that particular launch there, one day using the post that I've just shown you. So number 2 on the leaderboard, using this system alone. So that's all I'm using on here. And then for, let me see, so JV Zoo, second day. So the first one was the 16th, and this is the 17th to the 18th. This is Kevin's product here. Actually, let me just click that. And okay, so you can see another 48 sales, another $326.36 using the same post. So all of this comes from, let me just click on this one again. All of this comes from this post here.
Yes.
And the same magnet, everything. I mean, it's exactly the same. All I've done is I've switched over the affiliate link that they need to click, or the offer that they need to buy, on the details page, and that's it. So you can use this as many times as you like.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's pretty interesting. And I mean, essentially, what I can do is take this, create a little blog, and then my lead magnet could be how to do interviews and get affiliate commissions, and then build the value around that, and then just put a link in the background and say, pick up this product, and that might change if you want to get this free PDF or video training, whatever you want to.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
Yeah, and the structure and all that is exactly explained in the BLOX training itself.
Absolutely.
To build that perceived value and get it right so that it actually converts. Yeah,
that's exactly it, Peter. The whole thing is explained from start to finish. This is a process that I've been using since November 2017. I do this anyway. I launch products and I'm an affiliate anyway, but this genuinely is a system that I use myself. Of course, it's going to be easier for me because I do have a list, but even if you're just starting off, it's explained in terms of where to get your traffic, where to send traffic from, where to buy traffic dirt cheap. So yeah, you're not going to make the kind of money that I do initially, but this is a real business. So, you're adding quality content to your own blog. It's all your own. You're not wasting your time promoting an affiliate product which you're probably not going to get approved for, or it's going to disappear in 2 weeks' time. Everything you do is about building value into your own blog, your own business, which will continue to make you money. You can use these posts over and over again. Doesn't have to be promoting products on JVZoo or Warrior Plus. It can be anywhere, any platform, anything you like.
So, and I mean, with the testing you said as well, the guys that did the testing, they are not well-known internet marketers, and they got traffic to their blogs for, like you said, 4 cents and 2 cents.
This is what I want to do. I said, look, this is a post I want to make, and I gave the same post to both of them, and they took it. That was the only thing they had to do. Just drop it in there, buy the traffic, job done.
Yeah.
So, like I said, one of them got 2 cents per view, one of them got 4 cents per view, and one of them, so I should kind of expand on that. So one of them, I gave them $5. Okay, so $5, and the other, I think it was $10, but it was $5 per day. So this is something that you can genuinely do for, pretty much the change in your pocket. So again, you don't have to use paid traffic if you are on a really, really tight budget and you just want to start off small. Then you can use free, the free traffic sources that I've included. But this is, it's practical. It actually works. And as you do it, as you build, as you add more and more pre-sale posts and magnets, which again are very, very easy to do, then you'll be building yourself a business and making money from, affiliate products at the same time. So it's a win-win situation.
Exactly. And I mean, as you did say, the traffic methods you do cover in BLOX as well. But what I want to get to, what you mentioned earlier, I mean, people shouldn't expect to make like $300 on the first day. And as you said, it's building a business.
Absolutely not. This isn't one of those get-rich-quick things. This is about building a real business and at the same time generating revenue from affiliate products in the meantime. So you may build your blog. So obviously you're going to need to buy a domain. You're going to need to get hosting for it. You're going to need to set it all up. So it's not a push button thing. It's not just going to happen overnight. And money isn't going to fall from the sky. That's not what this business is all about. This is something that you'll build on. You'll build authority into your own blog, your own business, and you can continue to do this. So rather than sending out a bunch of affiliate links in an email, which is wasted, all that time you put into that promotion, completely wasted in a couple of days' time. Whereas if you put that time and that effort into your own blog, do it well, then it'll stand you in good stead. It'll continue to make you money. You can use it over and over again. And you're just building authority. You're building yourself a real business, something that you can be proud of, something that you can use over and over again. And
as you said, you can build multiple blog posts as well with different magnets, with different products in the back end. And as you just scale out over time. No, sounds
Absolutely,
good.
yeah.
Mark, let's get into the price points. So with BLOX, just to summarize for the guys, you get the full training on how to set all of this up.
Yes.
And it's all video training as well.
In the front end, it's all PDF training.
PDF training.
Yeah. So there's a breakdown. There's a number of the whole thing is there. You know, I've broken it all down into different PDFs so it doesn't get confusing. So we're talking about the details page or the overview or the traffic. It's all in a separate PDF, so it's all kind of easy to digest and go through. The whole thing in the front end is going to cost you $13. So that's 13. So $13 for the first 4 hours. After that, it'll start to rise. The maximum you're going to look to pay for BLOX, the whole of the front end, is going to be $17. So $13 to $17, which I'm pretty sure is going to fit most people's budget.
Yeah. Okay. And then is there any upsells people can expect?
Yes. Okay. So we have what we call BLOX Pro. So there we have what I call expansion videos. So on top of the actual training, there's a number of videos. I think it's around about 97 minutes of expansion training spread over 9 videos. There's also case studies in there. Let's see, what else do we have in there? There's a PDF and a video in there which I call auto rank. So I've shown you, a couple of one of my posts that was ranking on page 1. Now, although this will tend to happen anyway, there is a little tweak that you can make. It's going to take you around about 10 minutes when you set up your blog initially. It's not techy, it's really easy to do, it's not black hat, it's completely within Google terms of service. But if you apply this, then you'll find that more and more of your posts are going to rank quicker and higher. Mm-hmm. It's really easy to do, so that's included as well. We have for the details page, we also have a templated details page. So if you're wondering, what text should I put here and what text should I put there, what we've done is I've included it and I've color coded it. So all you need to do is change the color coded I think it's colored red actually. Just swap out the red text for your own to meet your own products, the products that you're pre-selling, i.e. your magnet, or the product that you're generating income from. So that's included as well. We also have one additional traffic method. Now I'm not going to go into it too much on this call here because it'd be giving too much away. But it's free. It's I'd like to say it's unique. It's probably not unique, but it's something that anybody can do. And if you're on a budget, again, it's going to get you traffic for nothing. So yeah, that's all included, and that will cost you $27.
Okay.
On top of that, we have another one called BLOX Max. Now, I quickly showed you my blog, and I've told you what I've done since November 2017. And what I'm going to do is anybody that purchases BLOX Max, I'm going to give them access to my magnets, and they can also use my blog posts. So it's pretty much, I hesitate to use the word done for you. It's not done for you. You still have to drive traffic to your pre-sale posts, and you still have to put the content on your own blog. However, these are magnets which I've proven to work. You can use my blog as a reference point, so you can lift content relating to those magnets from my blog, and pretty much use it as your own. I mean, these magnets that I've made thousands and thousands from these magnets, and you pretty much use them for yourself. So there's 30 there. 12 of them I call high value magnets, the ones that I use personally. Okay. But there's a total of 30 there. They're all hosted, so you can just plug them into your own setups. You don't have to bother hosting them. I've got them all ready to go. You just use the links, so you can use my own delivery links. So yeah, pretty much getting on close, done for you. There's also additional training in there, which is what's that called? Split post. So split post training. Basically, it's another spin on BLOX in as much as you use how do I describe this? You use the magnet as both the magnet and the pre-sale. So there's a way of dividing it up which builds curiosity in the pre-sale enough for anybody reading to want to get the whole story, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I call it a split post training, and there's a couple of product specific PDFs and documents that people can use in there as well. So yeah, I mean, there's quite a bit in there, which is why we've called it Max. If anybody's interested in that, it's going to cost $37.
Okay, sounds good.
And that's pretty much the size of it.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. Mark, I think we've covered everything. Is there anything we missed or left out around BLOX? And I mean, just to keep it clear, all the upsells as well and all the extra training, that's not necessary to get BLOX up and running and working. Just to
I don't like to do that. I mean, I can remember starting off and hating upsells, absolutely despising them. And back when I started, people used to sort of fix it so you thought you were getting the whole product when in actual fact you needed this other product, to make it work, which is really unfair. With BLOX, you get everything, so you don't need anything else. Anything else is additional value. Everything that you need is built into the front end product. The whole formula is there. All of the training is there. So you will have everything you need for $13 if you get in the first 4 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Is there anything else you want to leave us with? Words of wisdom before we wrap this up?
Something that I would probably always mention, and I usually do at the end of any of these kind of interviews, is the fact that this kind of thing, anything that you do online, doesn't matter what it is, has to be treated as a business. This isn't really highly relevant to BLOX as such, but with anything, Peter, the time it changed for me was when I started treating what I do online as a real business. I started planning. I accepted failure because not everything you do is going to work. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work offline like that, and it's not going to work online like that. Sometimes you'll do things and it'll work and you'll think great, and then you'll try something else and it'll just tank and it won't work and you'll lose money. But that's part and parcel of building a business online. Exactly. So yeah, treat anything you do online as a real business. Sometimes you'll make money, sometimes it just won't work. BLOX, if you apply it, it will work. I guarantee it.
Okay, and I can relate to that. To treat your online business not just something you're trying to make money, you treat it as a business, and you build on it.
So I think it has. People just assume that I'm guilty of this as well. When I started, it seemed like you could press a button and you were going to get rich. I was going to be driving a Lamborghini in 2 weeks' time. It's not like that. I mean, it just isn't. There's a lot of hype in this business, but believe me, it's a business, and if you get it right, if you apply whatever you're being taught, whatever it is you're interested in, if you actually apply it and work through, the ups and downs, bumpy road, you will get there. You will get there. I mean, I'm a complete technophobe. I'm 51 years old. I didn't start doing this until, I was in my 40s. So at that point, I pretty much only ever used a computer to put invoices together for my plumbing customers. Yeah. So, anybody that tells me it's difficult or it's easy for you, a lot of people say, it's easy for you, Mark, you're loaded now. Yeah. But I wasn't, I had to go through the whole process that everybody has to.
Yes, and maybe to
get to this point.
To mention one thing, I mean, way back then when you started in that first website, I don't think WordPress was around then. You had to do manual.
No, I was using what was I using? I was using a software called Excite Pro. I don't know if that rings any bells. I don't really know how I ended up with it, but that's what I was using.
But yeah, so the point is, everything these days are much easier to get your blog up. You just take a theme, post your blog post, and get hosting. It's very simple to actually get into it these days.
It is. There's no real excuses. Yeah, I guess the competition may be higher. Something else I will finish up with, Peter, is BLOX is a system that can be used in any niche. However, it'll work best and it'll pay you dividends, really. It'll pay you the best if you use it in a niche where there are people that will buy multiple products. Now, you see, my product, or sorry, my blog is IM related. So we all know that people buy product after product after product. But it doesn't have to be IM. It could be, say, beauty or weight loss, or it could be survival, or it could be any number of niches. It's just going to work better if you find a niche where people will buy more than one product.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yes, no, that does make sense. And just maybe to finish off, and at the back of that, you also show where to get these kind of products to promote. So, say for Survivor, I mean, there's products on ClickBank that's got survival around.
Yes.
And you just put that.
Yeah, well, there's a complete PDF in there that will show you where to find, access, produce what I call magnets. I know a lot of people might be looking at this and thinking, well, I can't do that. I can't put my own product together. You don't have to.
Okay.
You can just, I'll show you where to find a bunch of links, even if they're just PDFs. Mm-hmm. You just enter a certain term. It's a bunch of PDFs that you can just use now. Don't have to be yours. Don't have to take you any time at all.
No, cool. Mark, I want to thank you again for joining us today. Again, really interesting concepts, and like you said, you started doing this in November 2017, so it's really relevant. It's working today.
Yes. Yeah, it was working yesterday.
Yeah. And so I'm sure it's going to be a good launch, and all the best for the launch.
Thank you for having me on. Yeah.
And there you have it, guys. BLOX is a new method that is actually working, promoting one thing and selling multiple products at the back end. So if you've got 2 hours to spare and want to check this out, go ahead, click the link below and pick this up. I'll also, as always, throw in some awesome bonuses in there, which is not just bonuses, but they actually will help you with this product. And if you did like this episode, please take a second and hit that like button. And also, I want to thank you for watching till the end of the show, and I will see you next time.